I remember my friend told me he saw a bunch of people taking off the rings when they were getting deployed and started to sleep. Hey, listen, people got needs. I'm the last person to tell people that you need to be monogamous, you need to be faithful, and you need to serve your spouse and loyalty and covenant and all these words that are not mentioned in divorce court. The only thing you hear in divorce court is children and money, assets. That's it. I'm like, that's not my business. But yeah, a human's true nature comes when there's no big brother watching, when there's no accountability to be had, is when you see true human nature. And the boy environments just happen to be one of those environments where a lot of people just see it as the cat's away, the mice will play. Let's go touch some stuff. And I mean, it's not up to me. It's not up to me. It's one of the major reasons why I'm not married while I'm in the military, and I don't foresee myself getting married while in an active duty position, or in the military, even for the foreseeable future. I don't trust humans like that. I trust humans in areas that I know humans to be kind of consistent in, but when it comes to deployed, I'm 6 months away. I can't sleep with nobody else. You can't sleep with nobody else. Neither one of us can truly monitor the other person's actions. And I just got to trust that you're doing certain, and you got to trust that I'm doing certain. There's no accountability there. One of the major pillars of a relationship is accountability, not to yourself, but to the other person. It's like, and this is one of the topics I wanted to talk about, so I might as well segue directly into it. How do we define cheating? It's something we have to talk about. You hear the term constantly thrown around. You got monogamy, you got polyamory, you got polygamy, you got open relationships, you got all these different variants. Cool. We're in 2021. There's plenty of stuff to go around. Everybody pick something and just run with it. Cool. But how do you define cheating? The issue with cheating is that it requires an understanding between both individuals, or how many other people are involved, because God knows what exists today. And again, I'm not putting judgment on it because I'm different. You understand? Now, when it comes to cheating, cheating must be relative to the rules in place. If you have a Uno game, which again, I'm known to dominate it, and I'm probably undefeated. Honestly, I am undefeated. I've never lost that Uno. Let that be known to the masses and to the populace. I don't lose in anything. Matter of fact, you just throw that out there. So the rules of Uno, they're arguable, all of them. Nobody reads the box. Like we have house rules, we got skips, we got stacks, we got all these different things. Cool. Now, I want to go on that tangent. We only know someone is cheating because of the rules in place. That's the only way you know somebody's cheating, is what rules are in. These are established rules. Cheating is relative to the rules. When it comes to relationship, the rules need to be clear as day. What are we? Are we monogamous? If we're monogamous, we need to define what cheating is for a monogamous relationship. If there's just me and you, what is cheating? And again, cheating is not defined by you for yourself. You don't decide for yourself. Cheating for me is intercourse, coitus. And then for you, no, the other person defines cheating for you. That's what accountability is in a relationship context, is that the other person decides for you. Cheating for you is text messaging anyone that's not like official business, which even that's kind of relative. Even that's kind of subjective. So it needs to be something that is enforceable, a standard-based requirement, a standard-based, I don't want to say rule, because rule, standard. How do we enforce this? So in a lot of modern relationships, you have someone who says, cheating for me is intercourse. Cheating for you is an emotional conversation, which again, that's relative. Like, I can't stand subjective. It's so much wiggle room and gray areas that it doesn't matter, because I can just interpret it in any way I want to wiggle around it. Intercourse is something it's easily measurable. Did you intercourse that person? And then the answer is like that's a real easy way to determine whether somebody's cheating. But there's a lot of ways to cheat. There's emotional cheating, there's social cheating, that there's we held hands in the middle of the parking lot where no one can see. Is that cheating? Well, that's a conversation that needs to evolve over time with your partner or partners. That's a conversation. It's not something that just happens. They cheated. How did they cheat? Did y'all discuss what y'all's relationship was and the boundaries? Did y'all have a conversation about what cheating actually was in the context of your relationship? That's the issue I have with cheating, is that it's never defined. It's just kind of abstract. It's something. So I had a dream that you were cheating. What does that mean? what does that mean? I looked at somebody. I used my eyes to do what they're designed to do. I looked across and I saw somebody. Is that cheating? Is winking at somebody cheating? Is a kiss cheating? Is holding hands cheating? Is going out on a date cheating? Or is intercourse the only way that I can cheat with somebody? Sexual relations, coitus. Is that cheating? That's the conversation that usually I struggle with as relates to, do I want to deploy with a lot of these terms just kind of being out there and just random? And again, you don't need to be married to have relationships. You don't need to be married to have children. No one is advising that you should do so, but a lot of these things now require the contractual agreement with the government and all parties involved. Of course, your lawyers and your judge and what have you. It's not required. It's a personal choice that one has to make to say, I want to enter this agreement with this other party and the government and what have you. So that's my little rant on cheating. It's something that needs to be talked about openly, because why are people complaining about it so much? Like, all right, let's talk about it then. It's affecting a lot of people's lives as far as no one wants to be cheated on, but then define cheating. So it's something that really needs to be addressed from an open standpoint, not the targeting people, not going after people and say, you did that and you should have did this, and accountability just be thrown at people's feet. I'm like, well, let's all take some accountability, because this is a conversation that needs to be ongoing. It's not something you just establish day one and say, all right, do not intercourse anyone else and don't kiss nobody else and don't look at nobody else, don't hold hands with nobody else, and that's it. Because there's a lot of wiggle room in a lot of that. Intimacy is between minds. It has nothing to do with the flesh. I can be intimate with somebody by talking to them, by staring in their eyes. It's different. It's different. So I'll leave it at that. But yeah, was that even the question you asked? Was that even the question you? I think it was a comment. Anyway, I love a good tangent. It just makes my teeth white.